So good morning everyone, I am Irene S. Katubay. So I'm going to report about the Philippine Accreditation System for Basic Education. So the Philippine Accreditation System for Basic Education is the certification process that looks into the essential areas of school operations if they conform with quality standards. So the standards have been established through a consensus of stakeholders of basic education. So to be accredited, the school must show sufficient and compelling evidences that it is achieving its avowed purposes, so conforming with PASBE standards and implementing the recommendations of National Accreditation Board or NAB. So the Philippine Accreditation System for Basic Education has its aim, and these are they. They want to provide opportunity to schools with potential to improve the quality of their organizational practices and learning outcomes through containing self-assessment and peer review. Next is they want to encourage nationwide implementation of PASBE standards for quality basic education. Aside from that, they want to strengthen the partnership of DepEd with National Organization of Private and Public Elementary and Secondary School Heads to facilitate accreditation of deserving schools. And lastly, consolidate the best practices of accredited schools and utilize them for the continuous upgrading of the PASBE standards. There are assumptions considered too, and these are they. That all schools shall provide quality education is a constitutional mandate. So, the school accreditation is accepted worldwide as a method of ensuring quality education. So, it is therefore important that all school heads get their school accredited. So, the goal of every school is successful learning for all learners. The integrity of a school rests on how well it is achieving its goal. It is a primary consideration in accrediting a school. So the goal achievement is enhanced if basic school operations and practices are regulated by quality standards. So a critical mass is needed also to effect changes. So the school divisions share work for the accreditation, not only of some, but all of its schools. So the success for school accreditation is sustained collective effort of DepEd, Central, Regional, Division, and District offices. So the Philippine Accreditation System for Basic Education uses the fitness for purpose model of accreditation, in which the terms of accreditation granted defense in the goodness of fit between what the school says it will be doing, which is the purpose, and what is actually doing, which is the practice. So PASBE standards are comprehensive, qualitative statement of school practices and processes. So school practices and processes have quality if they meet the expectation of the internal and external stakeholders of the school community. So in this picture, it shows how the school-based management and the school accreditation are integrated into a quality assurance system to enhance achievement to basic education goals. So as you can see in the picture, there are lots of components. So I will describe each major element in the SPM and PASBE quality assurance flowchart. So the first component is Division Capability Building Program. So this program is provided by the school division superintendent to ensure that school-based management is successfully implemented in all schools in the division. The second one is the SBM implementation. So through shared leadership and community partnership, the SBM level of practice progresses from developing structures and mechanism to introducing continuous improvement processes, and finally culminates in getting accreditation. The third one is self-assessment. So its purpose is to determine the school's level of SBM practice. So an SBM assessment tools is used to gather data which are analyzed for evidence using the DOH. So the documentary analysis, the observation, or discussion process. So the output of the self-assessment is a report of what the school claims to be its SBM level of practice. Fourth is the visit of an external validation team. So if the school's report claims attainment of the level 3 SBM level of practice, then a regional validation team shall visit the school to verify the claim. So If the claim is on achievement of either level 1 or 2 SBM practice, then a division and regional team shall conduct the validation. So the validation process involves rigorous analysis of evidence supporting the claims. Fifth, application for accreditation. So in here, the schools on level 3 of SBM practice are endorsed by the regional office for PASBE accreditation. So upon the receipt of its application, the National Accreditation Board or the NAB sends one or two of its representative to the applicant school to verify the information in its information sheet. So on the basis of the report and the preliminary visit, so the NAB acts on the application. Sixth, the school visit of the accreditation team. So the team may consist of trained PASBE accreditors and accreditors from private sector. So depending on the type of school seeking accreditation. So on the basis of the team's recommendation, NAB decides on the terms of accreditation guided as candidate school. So seventh, so a separate tip-ed order will be issued to the detailed guidelines on PASBE. And now, let's tackle about creating a positive school culture. So, having a positive school culture has an impact not just on the attitudes of the students and teachers, but on the entire learning experience. So, you as a school leader have a vital role in creating a positive school culture. So, let us know first what is school culture. So, a positive school culture is a place where your efforts are translated into positive experience for both staffs and students. So like for example, the success, the joy, and accomplishments are all main features of a positive school culture. So when your school has a positive culture, then teachers are excited to work because they can see the bigger picture. And aside from that, students are in a better position, which is it mentally and emotionally to learn. So as I said earlier, so the school leader has a vital role in creating positive school culture. So there are three basic steps. So the first one is you need to read the culture of your school. The second one is you need to identify the aspects which are toxic and which are positive. And the third one is you need to reinforce positive elements. So that are the three basic steps. Read the culture of your school. So you have to analyze and understand the current culture of your school. So this means observing the attitudes of teachers in the classroom and in staff meetings. So and understanding the general feeling of students towards the school and the staff. The second one is to identify which aspects are toxic and which are positive. So you need to write down the aspects of your school that improve the atmosphere and those which cause negative feelings in teachers and students. Lastly, you need to reinforce positive elements. So from the list, you need to pull out the positive aspects of your school culture and include other values, attitudes, or qualities that you would like to see in your school. Then take action to reinforce those positive qualities and create a positive school culture. So here are some specific ways to reinforce a positive atmosphere in your school. So first thing you need to do is you need to create a meaningful parent involvement. The next is celebrate personal achievement and good behavior. Establish school norms that build values, set consistent discipline. Of course, you need to model the behaviors you want to use in your school. Engage the students in ways that will benefit them. Then you need to create rituals and traditions that are fun for students and teachers. Encourage innovation in the classroom. Professional development for teachers. Maintain the physical environment of your school. And lastly, keep tabs on your school culture and make adjustments when necessary. Positive learning can only take place in a positive culture. So, creating and having a positive culture can increase academic achievement. We must bear in mind that building a positive school culture will take time and effort, but it's worth it.